1, 2, 3.
Welcome to the Mental Reps podcast, featuring your host, Brian Wright.
You're a Florida boy, right?
Yeah, I was born in Tallahassee.
Oh.
Panhandle track.
Yeah, that's the elephant boneyard. Mufasa told us not to go there.
Our guest this episode is comedian and actor Chris Cope.
I was born in Tallahassee, parents divorced. I was like 10, went to a small town outside of Gainesville called Keystone Heights, which I think it's a modern day fucking sundown town. And looking back at the town I grew up in, I'm like, holy shit, it was all white people. There wasn't one, like the black people lived somewhere else.
This week's episode is sponsored by the Field Irish Pub and Eatery, a little piece of island in South Florida.
Dude, I was born in Plantation.
That should be a fair giveaway.
As well as elite sanitizing services, keeping South Florida clean and in business.
Trying to get the name changed like right now because of the racist implications and
Yeah,
whatnot.
man. Well, but it's our history. All right, put it in a book. I don't want to have to drive through it.
Now fade out that fresh as beat and let's get this bitch on the road.
Welcome to Mental Reps Podcast. I'm Brian Wright. What's up, fam? I hope you are happy and healthy. Thank you so much for listening, watching, sharing with your friends. Seriously. I have had a bit of an outpouring of love recently. Cannot tell you how much it means to me that you are listening and digging the podcast. Please go check out the new and improved mentalreps.net. We are giving away 50% of the proceeds from the podcast merch sales to Neighbors for Neighbors. Go be a gem, pick something up from mentalreps.net, and go check them out too, neighborsforneighbors.org. Don't forget to make your reservations. Township Comedy Club benefiting Neighbors for Neighbors January 30th. You can make it right now at townshipftl.com or call Wednesday through Sunday at 954-338-4070. We got headliner Jimmy Schubert, which I'm interviewing next week. I chatted with him the other day. Really looking forward to that. I've got Abby Ballin featuring Danny Braff opening. John Gregory is the host. I also just added Nadim Awad and Madison Malloy to the lineup. This is a really good lineup. I really hope you guys come out. It's going to be a really good time. Free entry, 2-drink minimum. That's a good fucking deal. Plus, you'll be contributing to a great cause. Again, make your reservations right now. townshipftl.com or call Wednesday through Sunday at 954-338-4070. My guest today is a very funny dude. I first saw him on Conan back in the day. He had a super clean set. He's been on my radar ever since. I really like this guy. He won the Big Sky Comedy Festival back in 2015. He's acted on Grey's Anatomy and a few other shows. He's got some specials out, including his latest, Babyface, which I highly suggest. He's really funny, dude. Just a happy-go-lucky, jolly dude. And I like that. He's also got some grit about him, though. So he's not a pushover. Just a smart, funny, sweetheart of a dude. So I'm pumped. If you guys don't already know him, I know you dig this dude. But first, bring me a point and sing me a melody. South Florida's authentic Irish pub and eatery, The Field, official sponsor of Mental Reps Podcast. It's a little piece of Ireland right here in South Florida. I was there the other night talking with the bartender, Sean, about some upcoming events. He's also this dude, whenever I have live events there, he's always trying to beat me in the chugging contest. He never can, but, we're going to give him a few more shots at it. So, Sean, I just want you to work on that a little bit. Either way, they all sound like Conor McGregor in there. They're just like telling tales of Dublin and shit. Full bars, Guinness, Smithwick's on tap, so much more. Plus, of course, Irish American cuisine, shepherd's pie, bangers and mash, the corned beef, the cabbage, Irish potato soup. But they also have the steaks, chops, fresh seafood, vegan options, so no excuses for your emaciated, fedora-wearing, hot yoga attending friends. Live music Wednesday through Sunday. But if you're staying in, no problems. Go to thefieldfl.com, enter code word reps20 for 20% off your entire online order. Again, thefieldfl.com, code word reps20. Also, here's another great company run by great people. If you're looking for local sanitizing services here in South Florida, just call ESS Elite Sanitizing Services. They're state licensed and insured, offering local sanitizing services, which kill 99.9% of all bacteria and viruses, including COVID-19. If you need to keep your property, employees, and customers safe and virus-free, Just let them keep you in business. Keep your employees working. They offer services for schools, churches, medical facilities, offices, aircrafts, yachts, public transportation, restaurants, gyms, homes, vehicles, and a whole lot more. It's like running them through a big Purell machine. And now they're offering free sanitizing to all the medical professionals and first responders, which I just think is a really, really cool thing to do. So give them a call, 954-663-5836. Visit them at elitesanitize.com or email them at info@elitesanitize.com. Elite Sanitizing Services, keeping South Florida safe and in business. All right. It's time for the show. Without further ado, enjoy my chat with Mr. Chris Cope. There he is. What's up?
I am somehow whiter than you. I am so white. I think it's that way.
I know, it's like my girlfriend. I call her my little porcelain skin baby. She's like white, like my shirt white.
No, I did. I found me a minority. Can I say it like that?
Say whatever the fuck you want, bro.
No, not in front of her.
Good point.
She's half Armenian, half Guatemalan. So.
Well, you don't want to fuck with her then.
No, she's tiny too. See.
Oh, look at her go. Oh, yeah. She'll fuck you up if required.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she'll just climb on me. It's a lot. It's very close to getting attacked by a very strong lemur.
A lemur, dude.
Yeah.
Where do lemurs live?
In the trees, man, where you can't see them.
Copy that.
And they have thumbs. That's why she gets mad when I say lemur, but I'm like, they have thumbs. I'm giving you evolutionary everything, I gotta fucking cut my hair or get rid of these grays. Look at this.
Dude, you look great, bro. I know, I even notice in this side of my beard, the grays are coming in more than this side. So I got like this Jay Leno beard going on. It's fucking out of control, man.
Beats the chin. If I do this one, nope, that makes it worse. There's nothing I can do about the light coming in. So this is
Stop helping.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Well, no, it's like until I do a Zoom, it's like it's either you're too white or can we
I need a white balance here. What's going on, bro? You're fucking throwing my camera all off.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I've never seen a human glow.
You look like a
here. I can sit all the way back here, but that feels stupid.
You could just turn it. You can't turn it down like a hair, or if not, it's no big deal.
Okay, I don't know how to do things. So, what do you mean turn it down?
Copy that. Like the the level of now you got me not being able to remember what the fuck, like the level of light, bro. Like a dimmer, up and down. You can dim it.
Is that on my computer? Do I got to talk to the sun?
Oh. Do you not? Okay. See, I don't know what you got. If you've got just like your lamp or it's a ring light or what the hell you got.
No, it's basically literally natural light just coming through, and I can't close the shutter or close the drape all the way because I have a portable AC that the hose.
Oh, dude, I got the same thing.
They're amazing.
Same thing. That's so funny,
bro. In my room, I have a master bedroom. My room, if you can see, it's pretty nice size. It goes over there as well. This little portable AC chills the thing out. Like, what state are you in?
Florida. South Florida.
Okay. So it's same as California. It's hot as fuck. So if it's 95 outside my apartment, it's 95 inside. Like there's no insulation.
Dude, I know, man.
So I have to sit and to AC my whole townhouse.
What's the humidity situation like out there?
0. I have to use so much moisturizer.
Really? Because down here, it's like, I think you even had a joke about it. It's like being inside somebody's mouth.
Yeah. Man. No, there's no other way to describe exactly. Now I'm in settings, so we're getting there.
Yeah, dude, you're fine, man. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I want to feel comfortable.
Okay.
I want to feel comfortable.
I want to get it the way I want it.
Yeah, God damn it, it's a mental health thing, right? Shouldn't I?
Well, yeah, it's mental reps. It's like, but we take, it's not like I'm a self-help person or anything. We just like to try and be positive, try and put the best foot forward sort of shit, and talk about how we can be better a little bit. But we're just a bunch of silly gooses around here, man. We're going to have fun.
Okay. That's fun.
We're going to have fun.
And I've officially given up on trying to fix that. That's a tutorial for another day.
Yeah, you're good, dude. No worries at all. By the way, I cannot recommend these fuckers enough. I got myself a little Yeti water bottle, dude. These things, and I got myself.
Water?
What's water? Well, I also have a Yeti, and they're not sponsors. I'm not going to air this. I got these recently. I
You
drank,
should.
I know, right? Actually, you're right. I got Coors Light the other night, and I put this in this bitch, this little koozie. I fell asleep and I woke up and the mountains were still blue, bro. Like
That's crazy.
it keeps this shit cold forever, man. It's insane.
Really? That's
Yeah.
awesome. I'll look into it.
Yeah.
I just got a magic bullet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I want to start doing shakes again because I was when I do the shakes, I work out. When I do the shakes and I work out, I lose weight. So it's like I'm getting building back the routine of I'm a routine based person. If you can get me in a little wheel, I stay on it.
Yeah, copy that.
What Dickie's Barbecue or is this the back of?
Dude, this is my sponsor. It's the Field Irish Pub and Eatery. And
I want to eat there.
dude, that's the bar right there. Where I'm sitting is like the stage. I do live events there sometimes. So I will this is kind of the view that I get from the stage. And it is the best, dude. Like it's like honestly, you walk in like the wood creaks on the floor. There's like this big banyan.
It looks like it would be perfect for comedy.
Dude, it's cool, man. And they got like literally the best. I don't know how they do it, but they've got like the best Guinness I've ever tasted on tap. Like half of the people there are from Ireland. So they're all like, hey, Brian, can I get you a pint? And I'm like, fuck yeah, you can. Like it's just a dope, super dope place.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it.
What city is that in?
Fort Lauderdale.
Cool. Nice.
What kind of reaction was that?
I'm from Florida. I'm ambivalent towards Fort Lauderdale.
Dude, it's just like, yeah, it's so funny now. We get all sorts of different reactions when we mention South Florida. Everybody's like, okay.
Man, everyone thinks South Florida is just one big cocaine factory. They're stupid.
I mean, they're not wrong, but they're not entirely right.
Once you get like West Palm, it gets real mundane white.
Yeah, well, dude, I think that I could get a good little start point there, but we're already in it, man. We're in it. What's up, dude? I'm here with Chris Cope, Mental Reps Podcast. Dude, it's so good to see you, man, and thank you.
Look, it looks better now.
Yeah, you were worried about the light, dude. You're glowing. You're like a beautiful young bride.
You look like a corpse.
No, dude, thanks for coming on, man, and thank you for being so cool. I've probably never had to get a guest to reschedule or try and work with me on my schedule more than you, and you've been so cool. I really fucking appreciate it, dude.
What else are we doing right now, man? I mean, I just added a week of work. Actually, my roommate was supposed to be working in Vegas next week, and he got cold feet about wanting to do it because COVID and everything. And he's like, "Do you want to do it?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I was in Florida for 2 months. I was safe. I'm like, if I spent 2 months in Florida performing and didn't come across it, then I can handle a week in Vegas where I just stay in my room. I do the show. I stay in my room.
Dude, I think there's ways you can be safe. Yeah,
I can perform and I can feel better. I just being stuck at home. He can handle being home. I can't.
Yeah, dude. Hey, man, there's like a lot the suicides and depression, everything is through the roof. No, depression, anxiety, all those things are through the roof right now.
Yeah, just feeling lethargic, man. Just not like having a, I say people say it's having a passion. That's exactly what comedy is for me. So my passions, I've been writing a lot. I'm trying to find the mirror so I can make eye contact. Or the camera, sorry. But no,
you're more of a pro than me. I'm looking at your face.
That's what I'm doing too. But but no, I've been writing a bunch of scripts, so that has kind of really helped with. And I like writing bad movies. Like I'm a fan of bad action movies.
Okay.
And I'm writing a script right now about one.
Oh, bad action movies. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, like I'll just get real stoned and you turn on. Like do you have Tubi?
Oh, I do have it. I rarely go on it, but I do have it.
Tubi is the Walmart $5 Walmart bin of streaming. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And you'll go there and just like Chuck Norris in The Code. And you're like,
hell yeah.
And you're just like, they're just bad.
Yeah.
But I laugh. Dude. I don't take it serious. I think it's a form of therapy in a way. It's not something that's stressing me out when I'm stressed out.
It's like Steven Seagal movie, like
Yeah,
Seagal, shit
Mark
like
for
that.
Justice,
Yeah.
shit like that. And I'm just like, you know what? I've written a period piece heist film already with a buddy of mine, set at the end of the Civil War. I wrote that, finished that. I wrote a pilot about my experience working at a porn shop in Florida.
Oh shit. Oh,
Um,
dude.
and then this was just like, I'm like, okay, now I can literally just go, I'm gonna write a cheesy action movie
I
because
love it, bro.
there's nothing that says it can't.
So you've been writing a lot, like so you've been writing just strictly scripts.
Yes,
Obviously you've been writing probably stand up as well.
perfect.
I love that,
This
dude,
is
by the way.
2020. If this is a metaphor
Yeah.
for 2020,
Dude, that is going to be the cover of this podcast, by the way, when I put it on YouTube. Just so you know. Just a heads up.
what were you asking?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yep, we should not.
We
have
had
did
a
what we did before the show.
a little pre-show action. So let's just chalk that up to a lost thought, but I think that we're still on a good path here.
No, yeah, I'm doing a couple of some sketch or some comedy sketch writing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
The pilot is comedy. The other scripts have been like drama, not drama, just mainly action, Western action.
That's cool, dude. I mean, so
I write what I like. I write what I would want to watch.
Are you doing it as an exercise? Or are you trying to get this shit done?
The pilot I've already given to my agents, my manager, so they both really liked it. So of course they have to say that, but they gave me some good notes. I made some edits and then gave it back to them.
So you're being a little self-deprecating. Like it's a good movie. You'd be like, I like writing bad like action movie. I'm sure that it's not bad. It's kind of like
it's in that genre of like, it's just in that genre of like these movies have most movies have a formula when you get low enough. And like you've seen those types of movies where it's just like bad guy or good guy living in exile, find something to tug on his heart and then he's brought back into violence.
Yeah.
That trope has been done a million times. The reluctant hero.
Mm-hmm. The hero's journey.
Like, all right. Then it's just Mad Libs. All right, where's he at? Okay, he's on the beach. What does he do? All right, he does this. What's the bad guy? Oh, he's bikers. Okay, what? They steal a girl. The daughter of the girl he likes. You just go, and
I like it.
She's dick lines here and there.
See, yeah, I need the I need the setting. Once I have like some characters and getting a setting and a scenario, then I can fly. It's like getting that whole first little part done where I can hop on and then take off with like the character writing and all that stuff. That's the fun part, but it's like getting that idea of like what's the overall, that's the tough thing for me. So do you have any tips for people on writing on how they can, are you just like you start and you don't know where it's going to end, or do you have a beginning, middle, and end before you start writing and then you figure it out? Or
no, I figure out basically how I want them with like feature length stuff. You have to have kind of your arc or what your with your 3 acts or 4 acts or whatever. You got to know where you're going.
Yeah.
Because then like with features, it's like there's no cars doing every scene. There's so much. My pilot was a lot easier. Because it's less scope.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, like features just want this boom and
pilots you have to hit a lot of yeah.
So I love it. It's I didn't take a class. I watched a ton of YouTube videos.
Dude, is YouTube, like I tell people, man, I was at the radio. I mean, I'd be in the radio station surrounded by engineers and the best equipment. And I'd be like, I'll just watch a YouTube video, like how to do something on a board or like on Adobe Audition or something. YouTube videos, man, like I tell everybody, you can find free versions of shit online, like software, and just watch YouTube videos, man. And you've got like pretty much everything you need. Yeah,
I've learned how to do stuff in my car.
Yeah, dude, on that fucking Wendy's Wi-Fi, bro. So really quick, you're a Florida boy, right? Like, I mean,
yeah, I was born in Tallahassee. I'm panhandle trash.
Yeah, that's the Elephant Boneyard where Mufasa told us not to go there. Did you ever come down to South Florida, or is it you just stayed up north?
Oh, I've been all over the state, bro. I've literally done.
Oh, I know you've performed down here, but you never lived down here.
No, I never lived down there. I've only lived in Gainesville. Hi. I was born in Tallahassee. Parents divorced. I was like 10. Went to a small town outside of Gainesville called Keystone Heights,
Oh, okay.
which I think it's a modern day fucking sundown town. Like,
Sundown Town. What's that mean? I'm sorry, I'm ignorant.
oh no, I in the South, it's they have signs. They used to have signs, but then obviously that became, I guess, illegal. But they're basically, if the sun's down, black people don't need to be on the street.
Oh.
Like looking back at the
Okay.
town I grew up in, I'm like, holy shit, it was all white people. There wasn't one, like the black people lived somewhere else. And you just
Wow.
don't realize it until you have to like look back and go, oh my God, my entire high school was white.
Dude, I was born in Plantation.
That should be a fair giveaway.
Yeah,
That's a bit of someone's ringing a pretty loud bell.
they're trying to get the name changed like right now. Like they're actively trying to change the name because of the racist implications and
Yeah,
whatnot.
man.
Yeah.
Well, but it's our history. All right, put it in a book. I don't want to have to drive through it.
Yeah, copy that.
You know what I mean? Like it's like with the statues. It's like just put this shit in a book. Quit acting like statues are the only way we can learn.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I think it's like, symbols, think people are like symbols can be powerful and people get caught up in like, you taking away their shit or adding to something they
The
don't
thing
like.
is, it's
Everybody's
kind of
got
actually
fucking
why they
opinion.
were put up there. That's why they
Yeah.
were put up there.
Yeah.
It was to remind black people, don't you forget.
Yeah, dude. Well, no, yeah, obviously that's all fucking like they need to. I that's a tough one because I think it's like there's certain people like Abraham Lincoln and Jefferson and stuff like that like I mean, yeah, they all had slaves and shit. And it's fucked up, but they weren't Confederates or like any like those people I could see like, yeah, what are we still celebrating these people for who
They're
tried to
fucking losers.
yeah, so let's take
I'm not.
down
I don't wear the Bills T-shirt. When they didn't go to the. 4 years in a row they got their ass kicked.
yeah,
Seriously,
buddy.
the '90s Bills are just like the Confederacy.
Was
Last
it BB?
4 years.
Remember the run and he got the ball punched out of his hand like right before.
What happened yesterday? Did you see the Bucs Saints game yesterday?
Oh God, yeah.
Who
And
knocked it out? That's my boo.
The touchback, dude, man, insane game.
Oh, the Chiefs Browns game. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, man.
That
And
broke
dude,
my heart.
Brady, bro. Like I was sitting there watching with my brother. I'm like, dude, now the AFC is getting a healthy dose of Brady. They're finding out this magnificent bastard will go out there and pull off some shit that everybody's like, oh, he's too old now. He's like 43, throwing ropes.
It's the same team as last year. I mean, they added Fournette, but it's the same team except they're not 8-8. They're not 7-9. They're fucking what? 13-5 right now.
Yeah, something
They've
like
been 11-5 in the season.
Mm.
But it's crazy. They how much adding him. And I mean, also I think it's when you have it's leadership at the top, man.
Oh, dude.
And it goes on down because everybody plays better when they think the guy above them is. First off, Brady's that first dude that's on your ass.
Oh, for sure. And also he's keeping the defense fresh. I mean, like he knew they had a great defense. So if he could get in there and do some damage on offense and keep some pressure off of them, that is a world of difference to the defense. What happens with the Dolphins? Our offense puts us in shitty situations. We're gassed in the fourth quarter. Can't keep up.
That's it.
Yeah, dude.
You also got to think Antonio Brown, which, man, I was like,
dude,
he's paying off. Like everything's paying off.
I don't know, man. Bill, I just love how the Patriots are dog shit right now. Like
if I'm Tom, I'm calling Bill. Like, what you doing this week?
Yeah, buddy. You eating some footlongs this weekend?
Yeah. He's hanging out at the house.
Yeah, dude. I did see a video of Brady and Drew Brees' family like hanging out on the field after the game last night, and Brady like threw Brees' kid a little touchdown. Like,
I saw the same video. Yeah.
I was like, oh, dude. I mean, that's so cool. I like that they're like fucking at least classy motherfuckers. Like they're kind and cool to each other.
I mean, they're both top 10 all-time quarterbacks. That's when Breeze doesn't have the hardware, but it's just when you it's like when two guys are naked on a porn set, you're both looking at meat. It's like we're both men here.
Yeah.
Yours is thick and long, mine's long and thick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. I hear you, man. And
Nod your head.
I gotta say, it
Oh, my
deserves to
back.
be said that I think Dan Marino would. I mean, he would be insane in this league. It'd be 6,000 yards, 55, 60 touchdowns.
If he didn't have to worry about getting his ass handed to him as much as he did.
Oh, dude, in this league, the way they protect the QBs and the wide receivers, Danny Boy would be out there kicking ass. And he really did change the game offensively. Like LT changed it defensively. Marino changed that shit offensively. Him and Bill Walsh's, West Coast offense.
Oh, absolutely. LT scared people.
Yeah.
Like
dude.
that's like legitimately. And like if you read a good book, Michael Rappaport's got a book called Sports Balls.
Oh,
no, I'm sorry. This book has balls. Pardon me.
Okay.
And he has a thing about LT being just the best athlete ever because he did everything on crack.
Yeah, and he would send coke and hookers over to like the opposing team's hotel rooms the night before just to like get them off their game and shit over their locker rooms. He was not fucking around on any.
Oh, he's an animal. He was an animal. Like, and you say it with the most kindest regards.
Yeah,
The
right.
It's an
animal. Like bless his
and
little
you say
heart.
it with a tear in your eye.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy, he's just an animal. God
Dude,
bless
you know
him.
what? I just thought something like we're gonna do it a little off because normally I save this, but fuck it. We're talking sports.
We've come too far. There's too much to lose. It's not just keep our composure.
They're both playoffs.
Can't do it.
Hello.
Dude, we're talking sports, bro. I had to just not everybody that I have on here I can talk sports with. So
that's true.
if we're fucking talking shit. I mean, I had to get it in there.
Yeah. No, I rewatched that. I rewatched that movie. That movie's great. I haven't seen it in forever. I rewatched it. I was like, this whole thing is fucking hilarious.
Which movie? Old School.
Old School.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, when he's like, you got to keep our composure, and he's
fucking classic, bro.
He's red burned.
I remember laughing so hard in the theater. That was one of the hardest I've laughed in the movie theater at a movie.
Oh,
and that came out of nowhere. I was not expecting it to be that funny.
Liar, liar. That scene where he roasts all those lawyers.
Oh.
I remember I had to literally get on the floor and close my ears and eyes because I was going to start vomiting. Because it was just boom, boom, boom. I also, that scene in Nutty Professor, when they're all around the table.
Oh, I don't know whether to smile back or kick a field goal or whatever. Yeah.
And the grandma was like, "Come over, you walking over here, but you limp it back."
Oh.
And I'm drinking soda, and she says that, and I start geysering it out of the side of my mouth, and families are looking over. I'm like 13, 10, whatever, and I got this 20 ounce, something with Mentos in my mouth.
Dude, that's so. The people who make those movies that shit is. That's what you want. That's what you want. That's what
Eddie Murphy just needs to go back to cussing.
Going back. Oh, dude. Hold on a second. Sorry, what'd you say? I go back to cussing? Sorry, my shit.
It's like, man, you think Coming to, I can't wait to see Coming to America too. The thing with this, Dolomite was funny.
Oh, Dolomite was really good, man. Dolomite was really good. Did you see the latest trailer for Coming to America 2? Oh, dude, they're back in the barber shop. They've got great. Oh, dude, it's so good.
How are those guys not all dead?
I know, right? They look like the same as they did back in the day. But it's great, dude. They're like, what you doing?
Joe Lewis's ass.
What'd you say?
He beats Joe Lewis's ass.
Right? Yeah, dude. Oh God.
Joe Lewis was 135 years old.
Right? That's beautiful. What is that, Velvet? I cannot wait for that shit to come out, dude. I remember when I was on the air for this station down here, 104.3 The Shark, and I posted they had them on set in their full African garb or whatever, and they're like, holy shit, it's happening. Coming to America is filming right now. And I posted it, and I don't think there was ever anything ever that I posted personally or on the radio shit or anything that got more likes than that. People have been wanting that for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, people love a great sequel.
Yeah. It's true.
They want to see,
asking for it. Another one that me and my cousin been saying for a while. I know it might be weird to some, but Father of the Bride needs a sequel. It's perfect time for where the kids that they had would be like coming up and maybe getting married or having other kids. Frank is still around.
Yeah,
Diane
Grandfather of the Bride.
Keaton.
There we go.
Dude, what do we do? Do we need to get a hold of Nancy Wilson or whatever her name is, and maybe we just need to write this shit and get it to her?
Yeah, Steve Martin's got to say yes. That's your only problem.
Yeah, I know, that's a fucking bro. He doesn't like
playing banjo right now.
Yeah, he's somewhere playing a banjo right now. Exactly. When did you get into stand up, bro? Like what?
It's 19.
You were 19. What year was that?
2004.
Oh shit. Okay, so it's been like 16 years, 17 years.
Just
Shit,
about,
dude.
yeah.
Where'd you first go up? Was it in Florida?
Yeah, it was in Gainesville, Coconuts Comedy Club.
Oh shit. Okay. How'd it go? Do you remember like your first joke or some of your first stuff?
No, not at all. None of that shit I remember. Not because I blocked it out.
Yeah. Drugs. Copy that. Understood.
Yeah. I have layered that memory with plenty of resin.
Understood.
But no, I remember my first couple sets went really well, and then I ate shit for like 6 months straight.
Interesting.
I think I had really good sympathetic, like, and giving crowds, and then I was no longer in front of those kind of audiences. It was just kind of, I'd earn it.
Mm-hmm.
I had to earn it.
Dude, I gotta say, man, I think the first time that I saw you, I think it was on Conan. You did the joke about like the unearned, like half-ass achievement and shit.
Oh yeah,
and,
about
like,
losing weight and stuff.
Yeah, dude, the fat people movement, they wouldn't march, they just have sit-ins and shit. Like, oh, dude, that was when I was like, oh shit, this guy is like really fun. You had like a really good tight set. There wasn't a lot of fat on it at all. Like you had a really nice, clean, tight set. It was. Oh, are you back? Lost you for a second.
Yeah. I'm plugged into my ether, so I'm good.
Okay.
You're not telling me my internet connection's unstable.
Huh. Look at him go. Look at that punum. Look at that punum. There he is. There he is.
Okay. Yeah, we should be good now.
You're good, dude. But right. No, I was just saying, like, you had such a tight set on Conan. There was just like no fat on it, and I was like, damn, this guy is for real. This guy.
I spent 6 months working with another TV show on that set.
Oh, really?
I got to the point of being told I'm going to get my date for another show. And then a week later, that booker emails everyone going, hey, guys, I got fired, and they're putting stand-ups on hiatus for my show. So I took a week off just to kind of step back.
Uh-huh.
And the Monday back, I sent an email to the booker Conan, kind of going, hey, this is what happened. I have this nice piece of filet. Can I sell it to you now?
Yeah.
The previous buyer is no longer interested. And he reached out to the lady that was the booker, kind of confirmed the story. And then like 90 minutes later, was like, hey, do you want to tape on Wednesday?
Fuck yes.
You know, so like my roommate did Conan, and he had to wait like a month and a half for his date. Or
you're
who? A month and a half for his date.
You're a roommate?
My roommate, yeah.
Oh, okay. Who's your roommate?
JC Cryas.
JC Cryas. Okay.
Yeah, he's actually from Miami.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. He
JC Cryas. He sounds familiar, man. I think I know that name. I'm sure I might.
Yeah, he was on Disney's Just Roll With It. He's done Conan as well. But yeah, he did his Conan about a month or two before me. But no. So he had a longer wait, and he said he would have much rather had it in my case because I had 2 days. I ran the set 2 nights in a row.
Beautiful.
So I mean, and with my anxiety, that was actually a much better approach. I'd rather just strap my ass in a boat, drop me off in Normandy. Don't tell me. Don't let me. I'm away for this.
Yeah, you'll spin out of control. Do you look like a guy who would be a Conan fan? I'm a huge Conan fan. Like I
just went after AB's. It was Jimmy Kimmel. I'll bring that up. It was Jimmy Kimmel, and I sent out an email to the guy at the Tonight Show, Kimmel, and Conan, and she responded back with the most positive. So that's the reason I took that route.
Mm,
And then when that, when she got fired, I just reached back out,
yeah.
So
That's cool, dude, man. It's insane because I know that that's got like a dream. I know that a lot of comedians have benefited from Conan. I think that he's been one of those few guys that has like made sure that he uses his platform to like get new comedians out there. I think the first time I ever saw Ron Funches on TV was on Conan. I could say like the same for a lot. I think Nate Bargatze, the first time I saw him was on
yeah,
Conan. All those dudes. So it's I don't know. I'm so bummed because I've always wanted to go to a taping of Conan or at least go there and experience it. And now that they're like, I think they just had the last day at Warner Brothers, so they're not doing those tapings anymore. They're doing the rest of them at this like theater, but I think it's still empty or there's like only a few people in there. It's just like it seems like an end of an era, but he's going to keep on doing shows, right? Or on,
yeah, he's gonna still have comedians. So I
yeah,
just gotta wait. Well, the thing is, I don't have anything. I don't have anything ready to submit. You know what I
copy
mean?
that.
So as soon as I can get back to doing smaller sets in town,
Mm,
I can go. That's the goal. Is just get a new 5, send it, and have him go yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, or no, no. You know what I mean? Whatever his opinion is on the jokes, and then you go, okay, cool, perform again.
yeah.
The edits. Then you send it back, and it's just this until he goes, that's great. I think the more times you do it, the more leeway you're given.
Okay. That makes
Once you've already
sense.
kind of reestablished yourself, they
Yeah.
may not bust your ass as much, but it's still gonna be a lot of trial and error, which
Yeah.
shit happens. I don't care. I love them. Like when I went out and did my sound check, my nerves started subsiding just because I was like, this is built for my success.
Yeah,
All I
dude.
have to do is be me and be funny, which is something I have no issues. Like I
Yeah,
remember, like
everybody's on the same team here rooting for you.
I
Yeah.
made the booker laugh because that you walk a good long bit from your opening to your mark, which that helped. That got a lot of my jitters out because about half of the walk, I'm like, God damn it, where's this mark? I want to stop.
Uh,
I'll do it from here. Fuck it, bring it.
yeah.
But
Like
no,
bowling.
I'm back behind the doors before they open, and the booker looks at me and goes, "You ready?" And I'm like, "I gotta be."
Mm. It's like
There's
good
no,
answer. Good answer.
yeah, bro. Like, fucking, yeah. If I'm not, the door's not gonna open. Like, what? Like,
So,
the green light's on. Let's jump out of the fucking plane.
dude, I love that. Like, I was talking to Lonzo Bowden about this, and do you know Alex Hooper?
I do.
Yeah, he went on America's Got Talent. We're talking about those sets that he had. The first one where he got booed, and the second one where it kind of went better. But dude, I mean, just the balls to put yourself out there like that. And I know that that's got to be a super nerve wracking. I mean, your first major television stand up set, you're on Conan. You're like, where's the fucking mark? All those little things that you have to think about that you don't really think about at home unless you're putting yourself in a situation, lighting, the audience, etc., and how
Yeah.
that's going to be to all your senses while you're trying to perform.
The only good thing is you've been preparing your entire career for that moment, and you're finally there. And the biggest thing he told me was have fun,
Yeah.
be in the moment. And I was able to get a line off the cuff.
Yeah. That's cool.
That to me was I riffed on my late night debut. You know what I mean? Like, and it was just organic. It wasn't like, the woman was just close enough.
Yeah, that's right.
Some lady goes, yeah, I mentioned I had my aneurysm in Pennsylvania, and she went, woo. And I went, okay. Just because I just,
Yeah.
and that was just my natural. A lot of times that's my response when I get that.
Mhm.
And then I went, my memories were different.
Yeah.
And, I that's not my act. It's just, no shit. Did you not listen to the fuck I
Perfect.
just said?
Yeah.
I had an aneurysm here, and you're going, Tampa. It's like, bitch, I had a bad day, but I
Yeah.
couldn't go. I just had to get it 4 words. My memories were different. Like I
You
had just a
worked
split
it
second to,
beautifully. Yeah.
yeah, no, that's still so far, I think, as a comedian, like that's not like I slipped the jab and I just dropped the hook. You know?
Yeah, nice. I love it.
But
Yeah,
no,
that was a
I taped
really clean
AGT in
set.
March actually.
I'm sorry, what?
I taped AGT in March myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they didn't air me.
What the hell, man?
Like they said COVID was the reason. They didn't air a lot of acts this year.
That
A stand up at
sucks.
least. Yeah, no, I got 4 yeses and 2 standing ovations in 90 seconds.
What the hell, man?
I have a picture someone took. That's the only proof that says I was there.
What the
And
fuck?
some small IG photos that, you know. But yeah,
That sucks, dude. See, that's the shit about the
bro,
business too that will
I
drive you.
taped I taped 3 things right before COVID, and because of COVID, none of them will ever see the light of day.
Bro, that sucks, dude. I'm
Yeah,
so
and then I
sorry,
took
man.
took a year off just to sit on my ass and collect government checks. That's why like people are like, "Are you willing to risk COVID?" I'm like, me doing stand up is my only way to battle back.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
dude.
Like I'm not giving up any more ground in this fucking thing.
Yeah, yeah. I hear you on that, dude.
You know, I'll go to
It's
Vegas, I'll wear a mask, but I'm telling jokes.
yeah. Yeah,
You know?
dude. Yeah, I get it. I know that especially you're in LA, right?
Yes,
Dude.
that's an easy
How's
drive too. It's an easy drive.
how's that though in LA right
You know,
now?
it's weird. Like they were like, "Oh, we're the epicenter. We're the," and it's like, but it feels like it's been like the whole time. You can't like the drive-throughs are open, takeouts open, parks are open, gyms aren't open, movie theaters aren't open, comedy like basic entertainment's just not open. Everything else, I can go to the grocery store. Like everyone acts like you guys are on lockdown. I'm like, there's no fucking armed guard outside my door. I can go where the
Mm,
fuck I want.
yeah.
I can still go buy weed. Things
Yeah.
are fine. If the dispensaries are open,
Yeah, dude, for real.
there was a time when they were going to close them though, and I freaked out and bought a bunch.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I remember that in the beginning when all this started, dude. There were liquor stores getting sold out of everything, fucking weed stores, everything. And I did. It was a little weird that first couple weeks because it was a little unclear to me, like about how the food situation was going to work, or like the grocery stores and the drive-throughs and all that, are they actually going to be able to stay open? Like, and I was a little unsure about that, and that's what kind of made me more worried than anything. It's like
Yeah, food can't
having,
shut down. Food
yeah,
can't shut down.
food,
That's
yeah.
food can't shut down. Basic sanitation shit can't shut down.
Mm,
Otherwise, you're looking at legit riots.
yeah,
Like,
but as long as you have those things, like,
yeah,
it's
man, I can go get a frosty. Things aren't that bad.
yeah, we're talking to Alex Super. Yeah, he's like, yeah, man, I was slacklining like all day in the park the other day.
God, that's the most Alex Hooper statement I've ever heard.
I know, and I know,
Seriously.
yeah,
Like,
dude.
unless you put in the word pug, somehow, like I was holding my pug and all I did was slackline yesterday. I'm like, God damn it, it's like an Alex Hooper haiku.
Yeah, dude. Exactly. He's like, things could be worse. I was like, I know, man. I agree. A lot of people
Oh,
just
he's
like
too positive.
he's dude, you know what? It's infectious.
I tell him that I'm like,
I love it. I love it. I'm sure after a while it'd be like, all right, dude, can we like, but
well, it's just
I
like
like it.
when I see the nuke in the air, I'm like, I'm not gonna wait this out. I'm gonna go ahead and start, you know.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
what's
get
funny?
that.
Speaking of which, I was doing a show in Reno before things shut down, and there was a guy in the audience who was in Hawaii when that fucking text came out.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And he was like, I was like,
the
what were you doing? He's like, I was on the golf course. I'm like, so you started jerking off, right? The guy's like, no. I'm like, you're in the middle of a golf course by yourself. You get a text, seek shelter. You're at a golf course. There's no shelter. I was like, I pulled on my pants. Just start
That's
whacking.
really interesting,
Yeah.
dude. I
You
don't
know what?
know. I mean, I
I'm
would
not going to be
think
alone. If I got because 5 minutes is just enough time to tell someone I love you or jerk off.
I
And if
would
I
have
don't
loved
have,
I would have loved if you were there because then you would have been the asshole who's jerking off and they're like, it's a false alarm, dickhead. And you're
yeah,
like,
man, I'm just going to putt through here, bud. Can you stand still? I'm just going to putt through here. You don't got to stop. You don't got to stop. I get
the
it.
world's ending, man. They're like, nah.
Well, I mean, what, for a half hour, people thought the world was ending.
Yeah, I know, bro. I know Jim Carrey told his whole story about that shit was pretty insane because he was over there at the time. Yeah. Dude,
Jim Carrey's like, but I'm too rich.
yeah, bro. I know, man. Everybody likes to hate on. Well, not everybody likes to hate on him, but like I think it's kind of become like a fad lately. People are like, oh, he's crazy. Yes, I'm sure he's done a copious like amounts of psychedelics and things that have shifted his perception of reality and things a little bit, but I don't think it's like as bad of a thing as everybody else does. I think he's just kind of a different. I think
I
he's
think,
obsessed with
yeah,
Trump. I think that he's like got certain things that he's just like locked on to, but um I
well, he's
still love the
Canadian.
man.
He's Canadian. I think they're a sweeter group because when I go to Canada during the last 4 years, when I went to Canada to do shows, the amount of Trump shit talking I got to get away with
Oh,
was
I bet.
just copious. I would go on stage and just let all my opinions out.
Mm.
And then they would say something, and I'm like, okay, fine. We'll trade Trudeau for Trump. Oh, no takers? That's weird. Shut the fuck up. He's pretty. He can
Yeah.
fit in. He's not incontinent.
Dude, that guy is like, I remember when I first saw him, I was like, he's like too cute to be a prime minister, bro. Like he's like
No
adorable.
way. You can be good looking. I mean,
He's
look at
adorable. Look at him. He's all
yeah,
young
no,
and
for
shit.
sure. He's that guy who'll pull your wife.
Yeah, and Mrs. Steele,
You're
your
gonna get
bitch,
Trudeau'd.
son. Yeah, dude. He speaks like several languages. He's very good at
Yeah, he's
mathematics.
made one bad Halloween choice. That's it.
Yeah, I know, bro. Well, first off, it's so funny. Like, dude, who are all these people who did blackface? Like, was it really like a that big of a thing? And I just kind of, I mean, I'm 35. I don't, but I think Trudeau can only be like maybe a couple of years older than me at the most. What were all these like blackface parties that I guess
This
I'm happy I
town,
wasn't
yeah.
invited to them. That's a good thing. I wasn't invited to them, I guess.
No, I know it's funny. I messaged my buddy. He's like, because he's a heavy conservative, and I'm like, yeah, man. I guess I'm not cool because none of my liberal friends ever bring up wanting me to join a communist party.
Yeah.
It's weird. And he's like, I was like, yeah, I guess I'm not cool enough to be a commie.
Dude,
It's nice to annoy people.
I know, and I'm in the middle, man. I'm not a Republican or
I am
Democrat.
too. I mean, I'm very much
I think
right
everybody
on
is
both
fucking
sides.
nuts.
I'm a mime now. This sun is getting so. I'm
Dude,
losing facial features.
you look like you're
I'm
about to
ascending.
dish
I'm
forth some
ascending.
blessings
I'm
upon thee.
ascending.
Yes.
Brian, I'll
Dude,
always be with you.
don't walk into the light, bro. Don't
It's too late,
walk
Brian.
into the light.
It's too
Damn
late.
it.
Oh my god, I'm blind now.
You got hey, dude. I mean, do it if you are uncomfortable there. Do
Hey, man,
whatever
if
you
I'm
gotta do.
uncomfortable, I'll put pants on. All right.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
I'm being
I
sillier now.
appreciate that. So,
Oh, shit.
dude, really quick, I wanted to ask you just because I had family who lived up in Big Sky up in Bozeman, Montana, and I know that you won the Big Sky Comedy Festival. Like,
Yeah.
what was
2015.
2015? Is that like kind of one of those things that like you probably put up there with Conan as being like a big breaking point for you?
Yeah, well, it's funny because JP, the guy who books Conan, was one of the judges there.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So that's where I had a little bit of an established relationship with him, which definitely helped down the road. So I would say they're both kind of like Conan's a shark, Big Sky was the remora fish. You know what I mean? They kind of they feed off each other.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. I lucked out. It was a 10-person finals, and I drew the last straw. I got to go last. And I knew with the theater, the audience wasn't going to lose their steam. So I was like, I get to watch everybody's set and know where I'm at based on what I've seen. And in my mind, based on what I saw before I went up, I go, I at least got third.
Yeah.
I'll at least take third. And I did a longer version of my aneurysm story is much longer live.
Yeah.
And so I did a little bit of losing weight up top, and then I did mainly the aneurysm story. And then when I had a callback that I ended with, and I knew when I dropped the callback, I was going to wait one beat and say thank you very much. So it was just all this. I'm leaving stage, and I just dropped a killer callback because I crushed that. So just one of those like big knockout punches, and then I said,
love it.
I'm done. And I just turned around, walked off stage, and I was like, I feel like God for a second.
Yeah, dude.
One of the judges, when they were coming back out, this lady looked at me and smiled. And I was like, I won. Like I just knew from her fucking.
Yeah.
She would not be smiling at me had I got any other position but first.
Yeah.
And I'm standing on stage, and they start fourth back, and they do 4, 3, and 2, and I'm like, well, either I won or I didn't place top 4. And then I heard my name, and I damn near fainted.
Dude, that's so dope, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
it was a great feeling.
validation as well. I mean, like you've
Yeah,
been
and it
working
was
so hard for so long. You get
yeah,
that
man.
so sick, dude. And I mean,
Yeah.
like as obviously as a result, and even before, but you've been touring all around the country, like uh headlining all over this fucking great land of ours. And you I know 2020 has been tough on everybody. And like you were saying, like you had a couple things that were planning on coming out and they're not airing. It's a bummer with that stuff. Cause I know, like, I think what was your first big acting gig, like that Grey's Anatomy, which you have a really funny reason as to why you got that gig, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
no,
want to share that.
my cankles, man.
Yeah.
I was working at a weed delivery place, and I remember taking off my shoes to take pictures of my feet for this audition because I went in and did it. And like, okay, cool, you got the call back, but we just need to see your feet now.
So they
And at
needed
first,
to look swollen.
yeah, because they wanted me to look like I was in an accident. They painted it, but they couldn't create swell, I guess. They just needed somebody with a heavy set of cankles, and I was just their man.
Oh.
The cool part was, like I said, I said later, I got to work with Denzel. He picked every actor down to the extras
Oh, that's
in
cool.
that episode. So the fact that he saw my ankles and was like, "Them's the one."
Oh, that's so great, dude. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was a cool thing. That show was. I was on for 4 days. They kept reusing me for background, but paying me my actor's rate.
That's
So
cool.
it was a ridiculous amount of money I had for less than 3 seconds on screen.
Hell yeah, man.
I loved it. I was just like, oh yeah, I'll come back tomorrow. The last day they had me sit in my trailer for 8 hours, and I didn't do anything, and I got to go home. And I was like, do I still get paid? She's like, yeah. I was like, oh my god. Can you crafty one more time?
Can I come back
Can I
tomorrow?
Yeah. Yeah, she loved it when I said, can I hit crafty one more time, and can I get a ride to my car? Because dude, honestly, like I say, I don't know if I think I do. I say they have a dessert room.
Oh,
It legit had a dessert room. Like,
dude,
you could get anything that was sweet you could think of.
the only movie set I was on, I was an extra on Transporter 2. And I was like, me and Jason Statham reached into the same M&M bowl at the same time. And he's like, do you want some, like dude, they talk exactly like they talk in the movies and shit. But like they had like, the reason I mentioned that is they had like a whole little spread too. And I was really kind of taken back by the whole behind the scenes shit. It's really cool to be able to see how all that shit is made, how they set up shots. But dude, it takes
how many times they gotta, yeah. Bro, and you don't realize you maybe shoot 2 scenes, 3 scenes in a day because you got to set up, you got to break down, and then you got to do 9 angles on everything.
So like that's why craft services is so important. You're just sitting around like nibbling. You need to have good little. I mean,
an army moves on its stomach, and that's exactly what a set is. That's a battalion of fucking people, and that's what always makes me nervous about acting. Like if I mess up on stage, I mess up. If I mess up on acting, I've delayed maybe 100 people's day, and that's that weighs on you, you know.
Dude.
So like, I will never come to set unprepared.
Yeah,
because I won't. I'll be up the night before, just like I gotta get this right. I gotta get this. I gotta do this because heaven forbid I screw it up and you cost money or.
You hear those horror stories of like those guys on Saving Private Ryan who they fucked up like a shot that took 4 hours to set up, and it had to take another 3.5 hours to set it up again just because they forgot their line. It's like, oh my god, the pressure of that, dude. That's something that people don't really think about, I think, when it comes to that.
It's pretty impressive how daunting it can be.
Yeah. And how people can remember their lines.
Well, with all that shit, I mean, that's it. That's the exact crux of it. That's why I guess I like you look at some films in the improv so much, and it's like that's easier.
Yeah,
being funny in the moment, if you can do it, is way easier than going, what were these lines that I didn't write?
Yeah, man. I think that's like the hardest thing
And what was most daunting for me, especially being like a radio guy, like I do a lot of off the cuff stuff, but like I feel like I'm in control and I know that medium well. Like going up on stage, it's finding the balance between like you said, you got that perfect little improv line at the beginning of your set on Conan, and then seamlessly going right back into your prepared, very detailed, like comb through act that you know like the back of your hand, and remembering all that and the beats and rhythm to it. And especially if you've like I had never gone up before, and Steve Byrne talk long story, I tell it all the time on this podcast, I won't fucking spit, but long story short, I opened up, or I did a guest spot for Steve Byrne, and that was the most daunting thing, was just trying to remember what the fuck that I wanted to say, because I know that it would be funny if I said it at the right rhythm and pace. And I did get laughs, but that was the toughest thing. And I had to bring notes. It was like during the pandemic, and even Steve Burns brought some notes up. So I like didn't feel too bad about bringing my notes up.
Well,
but
yeah, it's because headlining the Fort Lauderdale Improv for Steve Byrne is off work. I'm working on something. I'm working towards that next special.
yeah,
That guy, the amount of material that man generates is, I think he's got 4 specials out.
yeah. He just came
That's
out
a
with the
lot.
opening act, that movie that he did about
Yeah.
stand up. And
But I mean,
oh,
like
yeah.
special wise, like he's got 4 hours of material out already.
Dude, he's a beast, man. And then he had
Yeah.
like, I thought that Sullivan and Son was better than like it was kind of a bummer. Like I didn't watch anything that I did watch of it though. Like I really liked, and it seems like kind of a bummer that shit got canceled. It had a good cast.
I think if it had lasted a little bit longer into streaming, I think streaming would help so many shows.
You're so right about that, man. You see the revival of that shit. Like I remember Brett Ernst. He's like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Cobra Kai. Like we were talking when it was, I think between season 2 and 3. He's like, we filmed it, but we don't even know if they're coming out. It was on YouTube at the time.
That's why I never watched it, because I was like, oh, it's YouTube.
Yeah, the second it gets on Netflix, boom! It's like one of the biggest shows out right now. It's insane.
I mean, I shot a thing on 2018, Cooking on High, and people still reach out to me and go, "Yeah, I saw you on that." And I was like, "Yeah, because it's still there. You can." I was on my TikTok this morning. I put something about it.
Dude, what's the deal with TikTok, man? How do middle-aged men do it?
I don't know. I'm just gonna make stupid videos. They're short. That's the fun part. It seems like you have to have a fucking degree in editing to do TikTok.
Yeah, like I know. You see all those it's like all these girls doing all these fucking weird things,
or it's cuts, or it's voiceovers, and I'm like, I'm not a cinematographer.
Yeah, dude, I'm not Francis Ford Coppola. I want to make a joke.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I know that Tom Segura and Christina P and all them were on TikTok, and I'm like, I don't know if I got the energy for another platform.
Have you seen the video of his mom farting?
Oh, another one of those things that I was crying, laughing when I first saw that.
It's so funny how still she was, because she was letting not the
You're
surprise.
Not my son.
Just when she because I've done farts where
when she did it, she was like,
yeah, because if you, I'm trying to say this, if you move, you'll shit your pants.
Yes,
so
understood.
You're just in this frozen, but it's bliss, because it feels so good because you're relieving yourself. But that shit, that woman gasses twice a month, and that was one of them.
Bro, yeah, that was like a Walter Matthau fart.
Bro, that was a fucking London foghorn. I don't know what ship was coming into the harbor, but it was a big one.
Did you see him break his arm? How he broke his arm? Oh, dude, his arm was like back here, behind him, just trying to dunk a basketball, and he broke his leg and his arm at the same time. It's like only a 40-year-old man would figure out a way to do that.
Yeah, that's why I don't play basketball at 40, man. Get on a treadmill.
Dude, you've got, how many specials that you have out now? Because you got the White Trash Supercomputer, and then
I had my first album, and then I did Dry Bar.
Yeah, that's Dry Bar Comedy.
Yeah, it's about 25 minutes because I don't have a lot of clean material. And let me figure this out. How I'm going to say this. In December of last year, I recorded my next album, but I didn't like the quality of it.
Mm.
and then I hadn't got a good chance before everything shut down. So Vegas is I need full audiences again. Like I did work in June, I did work in November, but like all the crowds are half the size.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wait until I can get a full packed audience and record my next album. Because I've got another 55 minutes I want to put on, you know,
Yeah.
and then kind of link it, cut it, and start making the next sausage.
Yeah, dude, I get that. And I think it's smart of you to, try and make sure that it's right. You see some people that they put out a special that they don't like and aren't comfortable with, but they're just like, well, I mean, I need to get it out there. I need to do something. No, just make sure that you get it right. Like, don't cut off.
Yeah,
the
it's gotta
nose
be
to spite your
good. I
face.
won't
Yeah.
just I'm not trying to put shit out.
Yeah.
But also like it'll help me with getting on like on the late night set if I have another album that's like coming out. It's like, oh, do you have something to push? Cool. So, you do a set from the album, or you go, this is my new album. And that really that motivates you to write that next one because that's another good that's a good way in.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. There these people who crank out, or I know it's obviously different in the pandemic now, but like Louis C.K. was literally doing like a new hour every like 11 months. And it's like,
Yeah,
Jesus, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, you
I
trying to
don't
prove?
because like even like Bill Burr takes about 2, Carlin took about 2, and I'm listening. I look at it this way though: when you get to a certain level and you're getting access to amazing, amazing
Yeah.
crowds, but like you're doing small theaters, you're doing big weekend comedy clubs. You can it's just time on stage too. You can go up and do. There's no one saying you can only do 45. You can go up and do 65 an hour, whatever it is, and work and work and work. And there's less there's less work. You can be more of the artist because you're not having to book yourself. So you have a PA to do that.
Mm.
If you're at that Bill Burr level, someone's covering at God. This light is just sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're good.
Like you have so many other people on your team where all you focus on is writing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
You don't have to book your flight. You don't have to book your rental car. You don't have to do all that shit. You literally got to the airport, called, and someone picked you up. There's a lot of things that go into
Sure.
that like they get that allows more time for them to
Let's
focus.
just create and yeah.
Yeah, and the crowd loves you. It's now your crowd.
Yeah.
It's not fucking 75 drunks on a Thursday.
Especially when you're telling like kind of story type like jokes as well. It's a little more like open long form where it's not like set up punchline. Like Louis would talk about his kids for like 40 minutes on like 30. He'll do like a 20-minute chunk on just like how his daughter doesn't like oatmeal or whatever the fuck, and he has to have a bad day with his daughter.
No, I mean like I do a lot of stories too. It just depends. But I also write straight jokes. It just depends on it's just how it comes out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's just how it comes out. Sometimes I tell long stories. Sometimes I just don't. It's a bit.
Yeah. And I think that's what you want, dude. I mean, to force it would be kind of weird. And I like that everybody has different styles, it would be boring if everybody was the same. So it's not
like with music. I want to hear different shit. I don't want to hear fucking 5 of the same bands. That's
exactly.
It's weird. Everything comedians have in common together is just being funny.
Yeah, man.
How you get there is your business.
And yeah, dude, that's a good point. And I like that because Alonzo Bowden and I were talking last week about how that is something. It's like, this real community and brotherhood, sisterhood of people where it's like, that if you got to a certain level of comedy, like you cannot get through it unscathed. There's no way that you can get through it without having to go through those tough shows and reevaluating yourself and your approach and making sure that you're on track and all these like things that can really it's taxing like as a human being to like take account of that and have to go through it every night and think about how the crowd's going to react and this and that and going through all the tough shows. So when they see another comedian, it's like, Oh, thank God. Plus, at least that the majority of them are going to be like honest and at least authentic to themselves as much as they can be. And you can have a conversation without feeling like you can't say something. And everybody's so touchy nowadays,
Oh, I know. I'm around comics. I just feel like I can talk my mind.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
I don't have to sit back and be like, and worry, like you said, worry about if I'm gonna offend someone. I mean, I'll still offend a comedian. I love pushing. I will say whatever I can get away with.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's
even
part of the fun part, man.
man, you know what? We're dust floating in space. I don't give a shit.
If you can't do that, who the fuck can, man?
Exactly. Yeah, if I can't get away with it, then no one should.
Well, dude, I also really like Babyface, man. I listened to Babyface. Actually, I watched
It was super clean. It was just an exercise in can I do this?
Yeah, it was nice, man. Again, really clean, no fat on it. It was just all exactly what you
And
want.
I was
man.
looking at the clock the entire time.
Were you?
Because I was worried I didn't have enough.
Mm.
I did so much dissecting on bits. Take a 5-minute bit, cut it down to 45 seconds, just because that's okay. The fuck and the dick and the whatever the else is cut out. So then I get up there and I'm just like, take your time, don't rush. Just because I was like, the last thing I want to do is they kept more than I thought. I thought they were going to cut it at 20. They kept damn near almost all of it.
That's cool.
I didn't want. I wanted to give them something to cut. I just should have been like, I should have just. That taught me a lesson. I need to be way more vocal in the editing process. Even if I don't have any final say, I need to be a lot more giving with my wants. Because there were a couple of jokes I've been like, you could have cut that.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. That's something definitely, especially now in doing production. It's like anything that I do or I'm attached to, like I have to be able to like kind of have my little stamp on it and know what is going into it. Like, and I like just this, I'll release this, like I'll cut off the beginning and the end and like, just release it as is on YouTube or whatever. But there's certain things when it comes to that, especially dude, that's something so personal as your stand-up act, man. Like I like being able to have as much control over that as possible. And I think like the dudes, it's got to be very difficult. I don't know, maybe you could speak to this, but whether you want to try and produce the thing on your own, whether you can get the money to do that, or if you just try and trust a production company or one of these
nowadays,
do it.
Unless you're already established, you're gonna have to produce it yourself.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to find independent sources of independent sources of funds and spend a fucking fat amount of money, or if you have some of a fan base, just release it to your fan base. Mark Norman did that this year, I think. So did Sam Morril. And
that's right.
Andrew
they got Schultz, I
believe so as well. And they got, and if you get 4 or 5 million views, that's incredible because if you put something on Comedy Central, it's going to air maybe once or twice as a special. And who knows who's going to see it. More people have watched my Dry Bar than my Conan set.
Yeah, interesting. Interesting.
Total between like YouTube and Facebook, it's over like 3 or 4 million.
Yeah.
And Conan got 700,000 that night.
That's crazy, dude.
Plus, 880,000 views on their YouTube page. So it's like you start adding numbers up, and I'm like, I'm just blessed to get my face in front of as many people. Because I mean, you have to get in front of millions upon millions of people now to kind of build your social media, so you can so it gives you a lot more power with touring. That's all it does. It allows guys. There's two kinds of comics. You can draw or you can't draw. That's it. You can draw. You make all the money. You pick your opener. You do all the stuff. If you can't draw, you take the paycheck.
Yeah, that makes sense, man.
That's where I'm at now, where I'm just I've got credits, but not enough to where I'm filling rooms up by myself. I sell well at almost every club I'm at. I'm not selling well independently.
Copy that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm on TikTok, and that's why you do stuff, and just hopefully something catches on, or you get a break in another way. Or slowly through doing small TV sets. There's 100 ways to do it. You just gotta kind of tackle it all.
You thought about your roommate and you like maybe starting a podcast or?
We did a show on All Things Comedy together called what was that called? We just got drunk and high. Impaired.
Okay.
And we did like 10 episodes. They said we were way too expensive. Because what we cost in like booze and weed and Ubers and food and all that stuff. So we didn't get we had good numbers for a podcast, terrible numbers for a YouTube channel.
Huh.
So yeah, they tried. They wanted to do something else, but I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about it. But like he's busy a lot of times. He was just on a show on Disney, so he's fairly busy. So and then I'm also an iTour, so it's like.
Well, I feel like you might be surprised. Look, like think of it this way. Here's like the basics on the numbers on podcasts, right? For every 1,000 listens and or watches that you get, that generates about $20 worth of like that you would be able to bill towards your sponsor. Okay, because normally they'll charge like you could charge anywhere from $15 to $25 per 1,000 listens and or watches. So if you get somebody to say, hey, like, if you and your buddy can just focus on all we have to do is sit in front of this microphone and talk for an hour and then leave, and you've got somebody that can edit and cut it together for you and do all that, and you get it out there and you get 2 or 3 sponsors on the podcast, for every 1,000 listens or watches you get, that's $40-$60, and that shit can add up. I mean, and if you get enough listens, it's not a ton of money. Even if you have, dude, that's a good way to get sponsors early on. It's like, this is very low risk. I have like 14 followers right now, like, or whatever, and
that's a good point.
They'll be like, okay, like I'll sign up for that, because they know that they're gonna have to pay you like pennies the first couple months until you get rolling. And if you are rolling at that point, they're happy to pay it because they're getting more,
true.
listens and shit.
I'll talk to him, see if he wants to.
Yeah, it's just something to think about.
Run the idea, see what he says.
Yeah, something to think about, because it could be worth it, and also just keep on letting your fans know you're out there. That's another way you can communicate with them, let them know when you have shows coming up, all that shit.
True. No, yeah, you're right.
All right, dude. What we're gonna do? Thank you so much for your time, man. And I don't want to keep you. Well, I don't want to keep you too long. I got a couple things that I want to do before I get you out of here.
Okay, I am hungry.
You're hungry? Okay.
I haven't eaten yet today. Yeah.
Oh shit! All right, I'll let you go soon. But listen, this is what we're gonna do real quick. So basically, I like to keep it positive, of course, on this show.
Rock and roll.
And we don't like to get nasty or pessimistic or anything like that. But you have to be realistic about things. In order to stay positive, you have to exercise the negative. It's going to come out one way or another, but it's up to us to find the healthy ways to get it out. So I like to provide a platform for my guests to express what's pissing them off today. So we do a little thing called Hater Hall of Fame.
I hate you guys. I hate you. I don't even know you.
You're tacky and I hate you.
Chris, what's pissing you off today, bro?
I think everybody else has the same view. We just want to get back to the world, man. I hope that's not overly been used. I'm sure it has been. I want to get back to hugging strangers. I didn't do it before that, but I'll start.
Yeah, man.
I just want to get back. It makes me negative. People being fucking thick-headed and just not being able to just use a tad bit of common sense to just get through this.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm frustrated, because I'm like, you're hurting like I'm hurting, but you're putting your head in the sand just to spite me.
Dude, I totally fucking agree with you about that, man. And it's so frustrating. People just digging their heels in and be like, to be right, or just to be wrong and right. You know what I mean? Like, they just want to feel right. And I'm just like, those people, bro. Yeah, it's exhausting. You don't want those people. I mean, just keep them in your life as little as possible, because
it's so hard. So I mean, exhausting. It's like, and some of these people are family, and you're just like,
that's what I meant.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, good point.
I didn't want to say cut them out. I didn't want to say cut those people.
I had to, yeah. I mean, my brother is a really staunch conservative, and like, we chat every day, and I've done a lot of work walking him away from things, but he's still there. He's still, and sometimes he treats it like it's he'll say me things like, I'm like, I'm not the captain of the left.
Oh, that's what's really that's what's frustrating when you're talking.
Like I don't wear an Elmo patch.
Yeah.
I don't wear a red hat. Like
it's just if you're not, it's like either you're for us or against us sort of thing. So
it's
if
like that's not how compromise works.
Exactly.
We're never gonna get anywhere. What is it? An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth makes the whole world blind and toothless. I mean, it's the fucking truth. Like you can't live like that. We have to. If I gotta be the first person to put my hand out, I will. Just because I want things to go back to at least some form of civilness. I think it will. I think like I said, because it comes from the top down, and when you don't have a pestilent 5-year-old tweeting every fucking day, stirring the shit pot, we're gonna have we have a warm glass of milk as a president right now.
Yeah, I mean that warm, like that's the thing is a warm glass of milk might fucking get us right back into the war machine, and that's gonna get kicked up soon. But at least we won't have this like. There's so much. I understand all the pros. Again, I'm in the middle. I am not pro Trump. I'm not pro Biden, but it's gonna be refreshing not to just wake up every day and be like, oh my God. At least all those horrible things will be done behind closed doors from now on again, instead of being bombarded with like the drama of it all day. I don't know.
Also, not having a 5-year-old who doesn't know how the fuck he's doing. Like every single thing I've ever, anytime someone, this is my one thing. This is what sold me on my opinion on Trump was when Rex Tillerson, guy gets him a job. Trump gets him a job as Secretary of State, and when they asked him about Trump, they go, he's a fucking moron. That is one of the worst things you can say about anyone in general, let alone a dude who got you a job.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, yeah. Take his keys. We're not letting him finish his shift. I mean? Like, there was a guy at the porn shop that I worked at who literally said, how do those chicks grow dicks? I fired him. Fired him 1 day later. Fired him. Because you know what? You're too stupid to sell porn.
That is something special.
You're too stupid to president.
That's something special. Holy shit, dude.
Well,
that's the thing. I always said, like, stop. Just like, listen, man. I'm not even. I really try and be reasonable with it. It's just I've always said from the beginning, stop giving them so much ammunition. Like if you're really this great, like you're going out there and you're using, he's doing this on purpose to like throw them off and get them caught up while he's doing it. It's like, dude, he's
like an asshole who likes to sit in his house and tweet.
Yeah, and he is just like obviously a narcissistic. I mean, dude, I still just can't. I remember beyond. I'm not even trying to talk. I'm trying to make sure that like I don't let people who are listening and who do like Trump think that I think any less of them. I understand where they're coming from. And I think a lot of the people at the inauguration thing who were there, at least early on, were there peacefully. It was that select group of people that went ape shit. And I think that a lot of those people have like, said, yeah, that's not what we were there to do. And these assholes there's theories on who actually got it all rolling and how they allowed it to happen. But it's just,
it's crazy.
I don't think that either side has it all figured out, but the audacity of either side to act like they do is what upsets me so much. And that the other side is just
like that wrong. Sucks. And that's the worst. I'm the first person to go, hey, I'm making mistakes. We can work together, and you have to, I feel like you have to have that attitude when you're coming to the table. Just, you have to be willing to go, the piece is going to slide to you. It's going to slide towards me, but it's going to slide.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I agree. All right, dude.
I'm going to announce my candidacy for Secretary of Agriculture.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Keep an eye on those beef patties. Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah, bro. All right, listen, we're going to do the mental reps questionnaire and I'll get you out of here.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Why so serious?
What's in the box?
What does Marcellus Wallace
look like
What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
Answer the question, Claire.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
You want answers! I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Is Darth Vader my father?
For real, B? I want answers.
Without a good question, a good answer has no place to go. It's time for the mental reps questionnaire.
I think so. I think
I love
so.
me some Alan Watts, man.
I love
That
Alan
should blow
Watts.
your mind.
I love.
Plus his voice.
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude. I could listen to his little things on YouTube. Like, I've gone down that rabbit hole. Trust me.
Yeah,
All right,
man.
dude. Mental reps questionnaire. Take as long as you need, but don't overthink it. It's a lightning round of sorts. All right.
Okay.
If you could meet anyone, current or historical, and spend the day picking their brain, who would it be?
Jesus.
Great answer. I've gotten that answer quite a few times, but it's a good one. I get it. Like, what's the deal, JC? What?
Yeah,
really,
man.
What really hood,
Also,
bro?
what's it like for people to think you're white now?
Dude, I mean, there is historical accuracy to that statement.
Yeah, it's weird. You got blue eyes now. Never been in Africa with blue eyes.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I know. And the long, luxurious golden locks.
Golden blonde hair. Yeah, not made of wool. Not wool.
If you had one round trip ticket in the time machine, when and where would you go?
The Renaissance.
Okay. Anything
I'd
in
love
particular?
to see just the painting. Go to Venice.
Dope.
You know what I mean? Like just
Okay.
right in the fucking cultural mecca of like the Renaissance and just that period of time kind of, it's enchanting.
Fuck yeah. I like that answer. That's a good answer. If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Well, I don't need to pick bigger dick. I'm good there. Man, Wolverine claws.
That's you. Okay. Adamantium claws.
Yeah, so I guess adamantium bones.
Adamantium bones, like the other bone as well. Like,
No. That's all steel.
Okay. How dare you? If you could create a Woodstock type music festival featuring 5 musical artists from any era, who would they be? It doesn't mean they have to form a band. We're talking about like five separate acts. Yeah.
Okay. Take a page out of the real Woodstock, the band.
Okay.
John Prine.
Strong start.
John Prine.
Oh. John
Mozart.
Prine.
Legit Mozart.
Obviously.
Elvis Presley.
Okay. Oh.
I got
Get
one
him in
more.
there. You got
Fucking Prince. You tell me that's not the dopest concert ever. And
Good answers, bro. I like that. You really stuck the landing on that one. That was a nice one. I like that. What's your favorite?
When Prince died, I was actually like, the radio sounds great.
Right.
I was like, man, for the next week, it's gonna sound fucking amazing, and then it's gonna go back to radio.
I know, right? What's your favorite movie?
The reason why I'm laughing is because if you were to ask my roommate or my girlfriend, they both go The Irishman. Because I watch it's 3.5 hours, it's on Netflix. It's one of those like I put on the background movies.
Yeah.
When my girlfriend's over, I'll make that joke, like, let's watch The Irishman. She's like, no.
Yeah. You always keep that
My
shit.
roommates would come in and just go, what are you watching, The Irishman? But it's not. Probably Goodfellas.
Okay. So pretty much in the same.
The needle didn't move, but I wanted it to move.
I like that. How dare you? In a world without stand-up or acting, what's your dream job?
President.
Okay, is it a Chris Cope 2028 we're shooting for, or are you trying to get ready?
I'm legally old enough to run. No, I'm trying to actually convince my brother to run because he doesn't have quite the checkered past. But that's actually, you know what though, because of the previous president, you can have divorces, you can have bankruptcies, you can be charged with things. So really, just because I ran an herbal non-for-profit business out of my apartment, doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I shouldn't be elected president.
Yeah, dude. I mean, even Obama talked about, he inhaled.
Yeah, man.
Dude.
Bill Clinton smoked weed. Bill, what's so funny though? There's a great meme that said, "You got impeached twice, and you didn't even get a blowjob."
Hold on, say that one more.
I said it real fast. I saw a funny meme that said, It's Bill Clinton. He goes, you got impeached twice and you didn't even get a blowjob.
Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, dude.
It is funny though. Looking back, we're like, we try to kick our president out for getting his dick sucked.
Yeah, man, that never sat well with me.
Well, it's because they caught him in a lie. It's perjury. They caught him in perjury, so that technically is an impeachable offense. But it's like
anybody else would be fucking lying in that situation.
Every man in America was like, I'm not gonna rat him out.
He's like, let me be clear.
Yeah,
dude, he was not.
He's making big decisions. I feel like the man kind of needed it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have a feeling that Trumper probably got a blowy or two.
Yeah, man. I honestly, if your finger's on the button, I want your dick. I want that. I don't want you having a bad day because of that. You know what I mean? Well, I'm so sexually frustrated. I'm gonna launch a nuke.
Let me suck your dick, sir.
Yeah, please come here.
Yeah. Dude, I love it.
Chris Rock said it best, though. Bill Clinton was about as faithful as his opportunities. He looked out that door and just went, you, come here.
Yeah, man. That is weird because especially at the time and the age and the whole... Well, that one is what was a little like shady because he used his power and... But, I mean, who would... It's like...
If you watch his deposition, though, it's crap. It's a master class and how to wait because they go, okay, you only can get the president from 1 to 4 p.m.
Yeah,
3 hours. And he's like, can you please define the word is? Like the dude, he has a law degree. You're like, like Clinton has that dumb Southern charm, but it's like, hey, I was a Rhodes Scholar, you motherfucker. Like, you know, like I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing.
That's how they got away with all the murders. What's some wisdom that you can share with anyone listening who's trying to pursue their dreams in stand-up or acting?
Be committed to doing it and don't worry about fame and success. Just do it for the sake of learning a new craft and learning how to get better at it and constantly challenge yourself.
I love that. Last one. If you had the world's attention for 30 seconds, what would you say? I think that might be the best answer so far for that question. I appreciate that on multiple levels.
Yeah, man, I'm not gonna waste everybody's time. I'm gonna come here and say one thing.
I'm here, and I'm here to say one thing. I love it. How do you feel, man? You think we covered everything? You feel good about it?
I feel fantastic.
All right, cool, dude.
I want some In-N-Out right now.
Oh, bro, that sounds delicious. You
delightful,
bastard. Yeah, we got Five Guys down here, and
I like it too. It's funny. People want to compare Five Guys to In-N-Out, and I'm like, Five Guys is like a $7 burger. When you get out the door, it's like a $7 burger. In-N-Out, you get a double for $4. So if something costs almost 50%, 40% more, it better match that in quality and taste. You know what I mean? It's like, oh wow. It's like, well, yeah, my Chrysler's not as good as your Lexus. Well, no fucking shit, bro. I paid an extra $25,000 for it. Like,
dude, I've never had In-N-Out, man. Never had In-N-Out.
Bro, you got to get on that.
I know.
It's not worth flying out here. Don't even.
Especially now.
Go to Vegas. They're in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Next time you want to go lose a couple $1,000s in Vegas, Vegas is great because they have Capriati's, which is a sub shop that I like. They have this Thanksgiving.
Like the tennis player?
I don't know if that's. No, I think it's just an Italian name.
Okay, yeah.
They have like a Thanksgiving Day sub, which is like cranberry stuffing, the turkey, the mayonnaise, all in one sub.
Okay, yeah. Publix has a version of that.
Yeah, I had that when I was in Florida. It's like orange cranberry zest. Bacon. Yeah, man. But no, Vegas has everything. That's like, I'm not much of a partier. I smoke weed, so I don't go out after shows. My night out's like, oh, am I gonna go to White Castle tonight, or am I gonna go to am I gonna get In-N-Out? I don't know what I'm
Dude, I
past the days of watching the sunrise.
I know, man. Dude, it's just like, it's been such fucking crazy times, dude. And I mean, I just like to see that you're hanging in there, you're still doing your thing, you're writing a lot, and you still got plans. Fucking I'm I hope that 2021 treats you a little better than 2020 did.
Get better, or I'm going to storm the Capitol next year. I mean,
Yeah. Get my horns and face paint, man. Let's do this.
yeah, they're going to look at me and just go, "This guy's not going to make it up 2 steps."
Yeah, you got to do sit-ins, lots of sit-ins.
That was a joke. I love you. That's great.
The only way this is I finish it off with the quote of the week. It's from Mark Twain. And I thought you'd appreciate this because
Damn, this spotlight.
the only way to keep your health is to eat what you don't want, drink what you don't like, and do what you'd rather not. Why is life so hard, dude? Why do all like those things have to be? Because like I was literally telling my cousin the other night, I was like, I get excited, I dance like when my food comes, like here I get that message that Postmate is coming around the corner and I'm just like, dude, there's nothing that makes me happier. And I love food. And I know I got it from my mother. She's like she can sit there and like house a sub and be like, yeah, what's next, son? And I'm like,
don't ever do that with your mom. You just went, my mom can really house a sub. I'm just, what, you trying to set me up here? What's going on?
bro,
You're gonna rewatch that. You're gonna rewatch that guy.
I don't think I want to.
This is how you house a sub.
Oh.
That's you fist real hard, then just jabbed it and you really house a sub.
Fuck me, dude.
Like you're a hardcore rapper.
Go find Chris Scope comedy on all the social medias.
Yes.
And go find, like, he's on Sirius XM, Pandora, Spotify. You can find his comedy, YouTube. Go find his shit if you haven't seen him. And I know that my comedy fan, my true peeps that watch, and they already know you. But I told a couple people that I was having you on. They're looking forward to hearing from you, and I know they'll enjoy this. Like, dude, I appreciate you coming on, man. You're in the Mental Reps family for sure. And we'll work out where we can get you down here for a show, man. I put comedy shows together down here, so
sweet. Yeah, we'll just be in touch. I usually come in like it's like summer or November. Usually when I go to Florida and put stuff together, so I'll reach out.
Just hit me up. I got a show I'm doing with Alex Hooper. He reached out to me after I had him on, and I got a show for him we're doing. So
oh yeah, because he's gonna be in Tampa.
Yeah, so he's coming down here. I think before he's going up there. I think March 31st. I think he's gonna be at Township Comedy Club. So
Cool.
yeah, buddy. All right, buddy. Pleasure, man. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, I'm comedian Chris Cope. I'm on Mental Reps podcast with Brian Wright. Keep your head on a swivel, motherfucker.